respected participants, I just welcome you in the press conference of Bangladesh in this COP26 venue. I humbly request our Honorable Minister, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Bangladesh, to deliver his speech in this press conference. Honorable Minister, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Bangladesh, Mr. M.D. Shahabuddin, MP.
Good afternoon. Representatives of national and international media, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you all to our press briefing. At this opportunity, Bangladesh express its sincere thanks and appreciation to the UK Presidency for their hard work and dedication for making the Global Climate Conference a success. Like previous occasions, Bangladesh has actively participated in the discussion under COP26 and takes this conference with high importance as manifested by the presence and effective participation of Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh. IPCC 6th assessment report is clear. If emissions are not rapidly reduced in the decade, this would raise the risk of dangerous and irreversible impacts on nature and human systems. This will expose the most vulnerable countries, particularly the LDCs, to unmanageable levels of risk. The global community still have lack of feeling of urgency and a true commitment to implementing and Paris Agreement so that countries like us can have a sustainable future worthy of human beings and for a just society. Despite of being one of the least emitters in the world, Bangladesh has been putting sincere efforts to participate in global mitigation effort focusing on renewable energy, energy efficiency and conservation. In our NDC update submitted in August this year, we have put forward enhanced emission reduction by 2030 amounting to around 90 million tons of CO2 equivalent in combination of conditional and unconditional commitments. We have cancelled 10 coal-based power plants with $12 billion of foreign investment for the cause of climate change. Bangladesh has already endorsed the 133 country Glasgow Leaders Declaration on Forest and Land Use. We have installed more than 6 million solar home systems in off-grid areas, and more 4.5 million improved cook stoves have been distributed rural areas. Dear friends, in the World Leaders Summit at COP26, our Honorable Prime Minister presented clear and concrete proposals from Bangladesh, and as the President of Climate Vulnerable Forum, CBF, on 1 November. They are as follows. 1. The major emitters must submit ambitions, NDCs, and implement them in line with keeping 1.5 degrees Celsius alive. 2. Developed countries should fulfill their commitment of providing $100 billion with a 50-50 balance between adaptation and mitigation. There must be synergies among various climate funds. 3. The developed countries should disseminate clean, green, and advanced technology to the most vulnerable countries at affordable cost. The development of CBF countries also need to be considered. 4. The issue of loss and damage must be addressed, including global sharing of responsibility for climate migrants displaced by sea level rise, salinity increase, river erosion, floods, and droughts. Bangladesh underscored need of putting the following key issues in the covered decision of COP26 and CMA3. 1. Addressing the gap that exists between NDCs and emission reduction required by science to keep 1.5 degrees Celsius in reach, including a roadmap for strengthening 2030 NDCs as necessary ahead of 2023 global stocktake. 2. Fixing a new deadline to produce long-term strategies pointing the way to net zero by 2050, and periodically update in the light of best available science. 3. Assuring the mobilization of and providing $100 billion from 2022 throughout to 2025, as well as finalizing the roadmap of fixing new quantified global goal on finance for post-2025. 4. operationalizing the Santiago network on loss and damage. 5. Starting formal discussion on operationalizing the global goal on adaptation. 6. Finalizing the common time frame for NDCs. On latest negotiations, most of the agenda item under SBI and SBTA have got conclusions and decisions and have been forwarded to COP and CMA for adaptation. However, some cover decision related to 1.5 degrees Celsius NDC ambition, common time frame for NDCs, as well as decision on long-term finance are not decided yet. One crucial demand is definition of climate finance, which is yet to be agreed upon. There is no clear roadmap on $100 billion mobilization and new quantified goal. Urgent and adequate replenishment for Green Climate Fund and Adaptation Fund is also looked for. On loss and damage, draft conclusion prepared by the SBI chair and forwarded to CMA, which is being negotiated under CMA agenda item. The function and institutional arrangement of the Santiago network on loss and damage have reflected in the draft conclusion and will be further elaborated in next subsidiary body meetings. However, they are not complete as no specific reference to funding for loss and damage. Thank you all.
Thanks to our Honorable Minister for his speech in this press conference. Dear respected guests, ladies and gentlemen, and representatives from the national and international media. Now, I open the floor for the question and answer session. I request you to place your questions, and our delegates from Bangladesh are in the podium, and I request the sirs to answer the questions which will come from the floor. Now, I am inviting questions from the floor.